In this video, I overcome my fears, hopefully. Roll titles. Well, hi YouTube, Brian James, I'm Micro Four Thirds Guy with you once again, and today has been one of those days where I've tried to conquer my fears to a degree, and I think I've managed it, but it was close. First of all, a great hello to a guy called Jacob, who I saw in Wilkinson's cameras this afternoon in the middle of Carlile, who took the other blue, said, "Hi, are you Brian?" And I said, "Yes." We had a really nice chat. Canon user, Canon full frame user, Canon R, really good to chat to him. I'd love to find out what he does photos wise, but it's just nice to be, it's nice, but it's strange to be noticed in the street by people. However, that doesn't get us to the subject today. And the subject today is I took my camera out. Yeah, I took the camera out into the street. Now, I know that I said recently that I was probably never going to do that again because I was really put off by it last time. But I took the same camera out. I took the little GX1 out into the street with, but this time with a 14mm f2.5 lens. So a fixed focal length lens, and I was just taking some street shots. Now keep watching because what I took will be at the end of this. So don't go away. Look at the end of the video for those. But if you remember my video up there where I said I quit, there's a link to it up above. That's gone viral. It really has gone viral. I really do appreciate everybody who's left comments on it, who's watched it, who's given thumbs up on it. And don't forget to give thumbs up and comments on this video as well, by the way. But I had a huge, unbelievable amount of support from you, the viewers on this channel. And I was very, very humbled by that because you can sometimes feel very, very alone. And I went out there, as I said in the previous video, I'm not going to repeat what it was, but I was given a really hard time by some people who I couldn't defend myself. I wasn't in a position to defend myself, but they really could have done some damage to my reputation just by the fact of shouting in public, because people tend to believe what they see rather than what the true facts are. And that worried me, got me down, but thanks to you, I've decided to give it a second go. So today I took the GX1 out in Carlile. Carlile's changed a little bit since I took it out a couple of weeks ago because they've got a whole lot of, they're excavating the whole city centre. They're putting some new fantastic bits and pieces in. But I went out with this and decided I was going to take some shots, see what I could do. And I went with a huge amount of trepidation because I was almost looking over my shoulder the whole time to try and find out when someone was going to give me a hard time, if someone was going to come up and start giving me hassle. So I went around and I thought, you know what, I need to overcome this. Not only just to overcome taking street shots, but I need to have some shots with some people in. I didn't want people staring at me necessarily, although I did get one of my colleague Howard, which you'll see amongst there. So that was just a quick snap of him. That was with his permission. But I had a wander around and I thought, you know what? First of all, there's an awful lot more people in town today than there was during that incident. I actually thought by doing it at 4:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday, where there'd be very few people to disturb, that I would have less hassle. What I have discovered is that I actually got less hassle by having more people there. But I also just sort of wandered around trying to get some strange little shots, just some streety type shots, some shots which I wouldn't normally take. But I also decided, you know what, if I'm going to do this, let's do something a bit different. Let's do it in monochrome. So almost all the photographs are in monochrome. We'll see how that works out afterwards. I've got a very squeaky seat here, but every time I sit on this seat and move around, it sounds like I'm farting. So I do apologise for that. Yeah, if you hear farty noises in the background, it's the seat. It's not me, honest. The flatulence I shall leave for later. But yeah, I decided I was going to pop into town, take a whole load of photographs, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And I found as I walked around more and more, I was getting more and more confidence. I was very apprehensive when it came to having people in the shots because I was waiting for somebody to turn around. But there was only one today, and it was a close call. It really was a close call. And you'll find that there's one which, right towards the end of the shots, you'll find that there's one which is taken through a restaurant window. It's a sort of Grecian god's head, but it's actually, I think, a plant pot or something like that, because it's got an open top. But it was a sort of Grecian god's head. I just liked it. I thought it was good, and I thought I'll try and get a little bit of framing of the window frame there. And I took it, but of course, because I've got a because I've got a 14mm lens, which is particularly wide. Even on Micro Four Thirds, it's particularly wide. So I went up. I had to get fairly close into it to be able to get the shot. If I'd taken the shot with, say, a 45mm lens, I would have been at the opposite side of the street to get the same sort of shot. But no, I did it with the 14, which meant I was very close up. And I saw it. You couldn't see it. You'll see at the end that you can't see anything except the head. You can't see through past it. And I turned to go, and just as I went to go, I think it was the proprietor of the restaurant came dashing to the door. And you know when somebody's got that angry look on their face and you think, oh, here we go. And I thought, no, just go through it. So as he came to the door, just said, hi, how you doing? And walked on. And I got there, yeah, I'm all right. You all right? I said, yeah. And walked on. Didn't converse, didn't do anything else. But I knew there was a tension there, and I was ready for the what do you think you're doing? Didn't happen, luckily. And I think some of it may be the bravado. And a couple of people in the comments have said about the bravado, just to push through and sort of just go for it. I was watching actually one person who did put a comment on this. I think he's an Australian guy, really was impressed with his videos. And he just wanders around the place. I think he's actually got a Dayglow bib which says street photographer on. But he goes up to people, just points cameras at and says, hi, street photographer, takes a photo and off. And nobody cares. And I thought, that is so blatant, which I couldn't do. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it was an interesting day today. I did enjoy it. I really did. Now, what I'll also do is I'll show you these photos, because what prompted me to have the guts to do this was my little visit to Cyprus, to Paphos. And I took my camera down. This was just taken on the G100. And a couple of people asked me, well, I was asked what I was doing by one guide. I just sort of said, yeah, I'm just taking photographs. And I took a couple of photographs of him. They didn't come out. A guy in the coffee shop that I enjoy going to, if you're watching English Rose Cafe in the harbour at Paphos, hi. I love the coffee, love the little snacks and things you put on the side, and I love the company in there. So thank you very much, English Rose Cafe. Not sponsored by them, but I do enjoy going there. It's my little meeting place for a lot of the expats, and I'm learning a lot about the island. But one of the guys who's serving in there, a guy from India, I chatted to him, and I think I've got to remember, I think his name is Ali, but really good guy. And I had got the camera out and he just paused. So I thought, well, if he's going to pause, I'll take a shot. So I just took a straight up, pressed up a shutter, no settings up, anything, shot, and sent them to him on WhatsApp, which was great. But then I was walking along the harbour and there was these two absolutely gorgeous ladies. And one was taking a photograph on a phone of the other one, sitting on the harbour wall. And I just naturally sort of said, would you like me to take a photograph of both? So they said, yeah, I took a photograph. I'll give them their phone back. And I said, would you mind if I took a photograph? I do a YouTube channel, just told them about it. And they were over the moon to do it. So I'm going to show their photos here. I have their permission to show the photos. But thank you, ladies. One lived in London. The other one, I believe, was Paris, but certainly in France. But I think it might be in Paris. But certainly one London, one France. And they were just absolutely gorgeous ladies. I had a lovely conversation with them. But thank you, you two, because you restored a lot of my confidence to be able to take a camera out and not feel as if I'm going to be shouted at. So thank you for letting me take a photo. Thank you for letting me use it on this channel. And it was a nice sort of spur on to say, get back into it. Go off. Don't let these people put you down. Don't let these people stop you. So anyway, let's have a look at those photographs. I'm going to say bye-bye for now. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you next time. Don't forget, big thumbs up. Give me a subscribe if you can. It really, really does help the channel. And if you'd like to become a Patreon, I know what I mean, like these wonderful people are Patreon patrons. You really do help keep this channel going. It's unbelievable how you make a difference. And I've got some more bits and pieces coming up which you might be interested in, so I'll let you see them soon. But anyway, thanks very much to you, and I shall see you in the next video. Keep watching, but bye-bye for now. Watch the photographs. Bye.
Bye.